Goku had defeated all of Frieza's soldiers, leaving him speechless. For a child from the planet of the Saiyans had defeated his soldiers as if they were mere cockroaches. Frieza, you must understand, my son has been the chosen one. The being that you feared so much would appear. You should have eliminated this planet long before. Now you will pay for all of your sins, Bardock would say with contempt.
Don't say stupid things, Saiyan. That will never happen. How do you think a child is capable of facing me? You realize how absurd you sound. You seem very confident of your son. On top of that, a low-class Saiyan. Pitiful. I'm sorry to tell you that you're wrong, Frieza. In the future, I've already eliminated you several times, and this will not be the exception. I've shattered your pride over the years. What are you talking about, Saiyan? I don't even know you. How dare you talk about a non-existent future? It's complicated, and you wouldn't understand it. Too much for your understanding. Besides, I won't explain anything to you. If anyway your life will end here, I can only tell you that I come from the future, in which you destroyed this planet, exterminating 99% of Saiyans. But now it will be something different. You will be annihilated and the Saiyans will prevail. It sounds interesting what you tell me, but it's absurd what you say. I'm tired of listening to nonsense. Frieza would send his two most powerful warriors, Dodoria and Zarbon.
As you say, sir, we'll put an end to that nuisance. Dodoria and Zarbon in a combined attack would attack Goku, but he didn't even flinch to move. With a simple hand movement, he made them fall unconscious, being thrown into the void. The Saiyans who were on the planet would see the two bodies falling at great speed, which seemed to have no consciousness. They would notice that they were Dodoria and Zarbon, leaving them stunned, knowing that both subjects were the most powerful soldiers of Frieza. But how is that possible? Who's defeated those two guys? Someone has enough power to leave them in that state? Who is that guy? Maybe he'll be our savior! Meanwhile, Frieza was even more surprised, because Bardock's son had defeated Zarbon and Dodoria with a single blow.
It can't be. They have great power. That's why they're among the elite of my soldiers. It can't be they've been defeated in such a humiliating way.
It's still not clear to you, Frieza? You have no other choice. Goku in his base state was more than enough to finish them off. Frieza, annoyed, would get up and say,
Well, looks like I'll have to do this myself. What a bummer. I have to admit the power of this child is amazing. There's no doubt that this child could cause more problems in the future.
Frieza would say this without seeing Goku's transformation. Frieza would say in his mind, I'll make sure I do this right. I'm not going to give that kid another chance. Frieza would increase all his power until he reached his ultimate stage. I see you didn't even think about it when you used your last phase. You're not so confident anymore, Frieza, but I have something to show you too. At that moment, Goku would raise his power, reaching his Super Saiyan state. Frieza would notice that his hair had changed color as it had turned a yellow color.
Isn't that the Super Saiyan transformation?
Frieza would stutter. I can see it on your face, Frieza. That scary feeling running through your whole body. Seeing you oppressed by a Saiyan, this makes me so happy. For his part, Frieza, with beads of sweat, would say,
Damn it! It can't be him! Why is this happening to me?
Frieza, still knowing this, would attack the Saiyan, throwing a ball of energy at him, which Goku would deflect with his hands. Frieza, at full speed, would try to land a killing blow on Goku, but Goku would appear from behind Frieza's back and grab him by the neck, saying, I hope you rot in hell. Goku would charge an immense ball of power into Frieza's body, which would completely exterminate him, eliminating all traces of his existence. Meanwhile, on the planet Vegeta, someone informed King Vegeta that they had ended Frieza's life. You say that someone has defeated Frieza? That's impossible. No one is more powerful than Mr. Frieza. Bring me the one who did it, right away. I must talk to him. Bardock and Goku had descended to the planet, and they would be warned that King Vegeta requested their presence, so they would go without any problem. But 2 page first, Bardock picked up the unconscious bodies of Zarbon and Dodoria to take them to King Vegeta. They said you were looking for us. What do you want? Is it true what everyone is saying? You defeated that Freezer bastard? That's right. We won't be ruled by a jerk like Frieza anymore. I brought the bodies of Zarbon and Dodoria here. We'll enslave them like they did to us. King Vegeta saw this, and on his face a look of shock could be seen. So it was true. You eliminated him. The bodies of Zarbon and Dodoria affirm it. But how is that possible? How did you do it, Bardock? It wasn't me who did it. It was my son, Kakarot. But he's a low-class Saiyan. It doesn't make any sense.
It seems that I must explain to you. I've been reborn with all my memories, and it seems that my powers also came along with them. Therefore, I know exactly what will happen in the future, but that future no longer exists because I've completely changed the history of our race.
I don't understand, Saiyan. What do you mean?
Goku would tell them everything and explain how it all happened, and suddenly they would understand the rebirth of Goku, although they were all still very confused. On the other hand, Vegeta, who was with Raditz on another planet, would be informed by everyone of the Saiyans that Frieza had been defeated and was planning to destroy the planet when they were all together because of the meeting that he had held, leaving Vegeta and Raditz surprised.
So, Frieza was planning to eliminate us. What a bastard. It seems that someone defeated him and prevented that from happening.
This made Vegeta spit out whatever he was eating.
How you say that someone defeated Mr. Frieza? But who has such a power?
I don't know. They only told me to tell them, and that King Vegeta ordered them to go to Planet Vegeta immediately. Meanwhile, on the planet Vegeta, Goku had shown them the state of the Super Saiyan to those present.
Wait, that's the transformation of the Super Saiyan!
So the legend was true.
I thought it was just a lie.
King Vegeta felt a little envious at that moment, realizing that Bardock's son was more powerful than his son, Vegeta, although he had to swallow his pride, since he had saved them from extinction.
King Vegeta, I can see it in your face. I know it hurts you that my son is so powerful, but you should be grateful. Meanwhile, in another place,
Mr. Cold, we're informed by reliable sources that your son, Frieza, is dead.
But what are you saying, you idiot? Don't say such stupid things. No one is able to defeat my son, Frieza.
Sir, I don't know if it's true. It's just what they told me. Apparently it was a Saiyan from the same planet who eliminated him.
That's completely unreal. I have to see for myself. My son Frieza can't be dead, especially not at the hands of a Saiyan.
King Cold would eliminate this soldier for believing that he was telling him lies, but he would still go to the planet Vegeta, just in case. On the other hand, Vegeta and Raditz had arrived at planet Vegeta, who would be greeted by King Vegeta, Goku, and the others. At last they arrived.
If I brought you here, it is to give you some news, and introduce you to my successor.
Vegeta and Raditz would see Bardock and Goku.
What is that low-class Saiyan doing in this place? Shouldn't he be on another planet because of his low power level?
You're wrong, son. He was our salvation. He was the one who defeated Mr. Frieza.
Raditz would be speechless, as he had been disappointed in his brother for his low power level, and being a disappointment to his family, making him somehow proud. So you're my brother, Raditz. In the future, we had already met, although it didn't end very well.
What do you mean, Kakarot? You're talking about the future. I don't understand.
It's true, you still don't know. It's hard to explain. With time, you will understand.
You say that Kakarot will become king?
That's right. Once he grows up, I will make him king of the planet Vegeta.
But if I'm your son, you can't do this, father.
I'm sorry, son. I didn't decide this by myself. All the Saiyans are asking for it, now that they know that Kakarot freed them from their slavery. Damn it!
Finally, Vegeta would accept it in time, even though it hurt him that the Saiyan he despised and mocked had finally been superior to him in all aspects. At that moment, Goku would notice that a big key was approaching, which he was not able to recognize. He would feel an energy similar to that of Frieza. It seems that someone is approaching. I'll go to see who it is to receive them. I will see if he comes with good intentions. Although it seems he's Frieza's family, who the hell will it be? Goku would go out, and in the distance he would see a ship similar to Frieza's landing on the planet. From it would come out a robust and very tall guy who was looking for King Vegeta to ask him about what happened. But who would receive him would be Goku. King Cold had come alone. Before landing, Cold had used the tracker, but this did not give him any result to find Frieza. Frieza would come out of the ship and would see a boy in front of him, as if he was waiting for him, something that would leave King Cold very confused. So that key belongs to you. Now I understand why it was so similar to Frieza's.
Son, that's Frieza's father, King Cold. He was the one who controlled us before Frieza, and he was the one who left him in charge of this planet.
I see, so that's his father. I guess he came looking for the same destiny as his son.
King Cold would laugh and say, "But what a surprise! What are these Saiyans doing here? I didn't come to talk to them."
You better tell me, what do you want, King Cold?
I don't think you guys will give me that answer. You better back off.
I'm afraid that won't happen, Mr. Cold. Let me tell you one thing. Tyrants like you get the same punishment you give. I'll take care of that myself. I'll try to be good to you, Cold. I'll give you the chance I didn't give to your son, Frieza. Surrender and ask for forgiveness to all Saiyans on your knees, and I will not kill you.
Well, what nonsense are you saying, Saiyan? What are you trying to say with that?
In case you still don't get it, I was the one who ended the life of your miserable son. I know you're coming for that. That's your answer. That's right, Mr. Cold. Your son is dead. Even if you don't believe it, he was terribly humiliated. He died in the most horrendous way possible for someone of his race.
Damn it. That soldier was right. My son is dead. You say that you killed him, child. I must admit that I'm surprised. Being his father, I must avenge him. If not, what kind of father would I be? If they killed him, it was because he was trusting an imbecile. I'll send you to greet him in hell, Saiyan! After I eliminate you, I'll finish what he did not do. I'll destroy this horrendous planet!
Meanwhile, in another place, Lord Beerus, did you feel that?
What do you mean, Whis?
It seems that a mortal is a creditor of the power of the gods.
What are you talking about, Whis? What planet is it?
It seems that it's the planet Vegeta, Mr. Beerus.
It's not possible. I sent Frieza to destroy that planet. Those Saiyans had me fed up.
Well, about that, I have to tell you something else, and that's that Mr. Frieza is no longer alive.
What do you mean he's not alive? Someone was able to defeat him? It can't be!
That's right, Mr. Beerus, and it seems that it's that Saiyan. I think he's the one you were looking for.
Well, Whis, it looks like we have to go to that planet again. I will have to destroy it myself.